or maybe like me, you don't really want to visit COVID-19 even in your own mind. But I was inspired to write this question from this simulation created by the Washington Post very early on in the whole pandemic, before it actually got to Australia. And they modeled people as little balls, and as you can see, as they bump into each other, they get infected, which kind of gave me this idea of a model, and models are really big in the investigating science syllabus. Okay, so you can kind of get the sense of a model. What type of model is? Well, it's not structural. It's not a computer simulation like the Washington Post one is. It is a functional model because it models the function of the way that the virus spreads. So this one's fairly easy. How many people should be recorded from the cycle? Well, if they're touching one of the balls, they're going to be infected. So now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there should be a total of 9 people. Don't forget to include the people who are already infected. Now, probably this is the meatiest part of this question, the limitation of the model. Well, it does potentially result in quantitative data. Just like the Washington Post one, you can graph the number of infected balls over time, and we actually learned a lot from modelling the disease and then improving our models as they went on. So it definitely can produce quantitative data. It doesn't produce any useful information. Well, it absolutely does. It does not explain how COVID-19 virus infects the cells. Well, it doesn't do that, correct, but it's not a limitation of this model. This model is set out to model the function, the rate at which it spreads. It's not really trying to model anything about the virus. It could be bacteria, it could be anything, right? It's not really interested in that. So that's not really a limitation of the model. The limitation is model in terms of functional is it assumes that all contacts result in an infection. You could also say it also doesn't model people getting better over time as well. So, do the balls ever turn back into kind of normal balls again? It's really just that initial kind of exponential explosion is what it's modeling.